and welcome back to the most surreal looking moon I've ever seen in a video game. Yeah, this place is basically just a giant metaphor. I hope you like giant metaphors, because the end of this game is, it's kind of a mind fuck, to say the least. So, you probably noticed that there was a kid on the tree wearing Majora's mask, and running around the tree there are 4 kids wearing the masks of the 4 bosses we fought. We're gonna do them in order. This one is wearing Odalwa's mask, so we're going to do the Odalwa area. You don't have to talk to these 4 kids, but if you have all the masks in the game, doing the 4 areas will get you the final mask, and every area has a heart piece, and that's where you get your 20th heart. So I recommend you do these 4 areas, but you don't have to. If you just want to jump right to the final boss, you can easily just talk to the kid wearing Majora's mask and just ignore the other 4 kids. So yeah, we gave that kid a mask, one of our masks, and now we get to do a little bit of a mini dungeon. This is similar to Ganon's Tower from Ocarina of Time, where there's pretty much just areas that are similar to the dungeons they're based on. This is basically just it's basically just like a room that could have been in the Woodfall Temple, but wasn't. Instead it's here, and we just get to practice our flying abilities. Fly from platform to platform, and it's pretty straightforward. Not really a whole lot to say, to be honest. As you can see, while you're on the moon, the clock disappears, so there wasn't really a need for me to play the inverted Song of Time back there, but I like doing it anyway, just to get your hopes up. It's certainly not a time trial. It's one of the few areas in the game where you have no time limit. And there's our piece of heart. It's very easy to find in this area. There's a couple of areas where it's a little more hard, but this one's really straightforward. If you manage to miss it, you should probably see a doctor, because you are probably legally blind, I imagine. It's right there. And that glowing area back over there was, that's where we started from. If you go in the glowing area, I believe it allows you to quit out of this little mini place and go back to the moon itself. Well, we're not gonna do that, because we're fagballs, and we don't give up. Right? All of us are fagballs. Somehow. I don't know. Whoop. Whoa, barely made it there. Almost touched the branch. There we go. And if you wear one of the transformation masks when talking to these people, they refuse to talk to me. They tell you to show them your true face. So don't even bother. Just take off the mask. And as you can see, if you try to show them that, they're not a big fan, because those masks have souls in them, so they don't appreciate those too much. That's my interpretation of it anyway. You have to give them one of your non-transformation masks. And he has a little bit of flawed wisdom to give us. Think of that what you will. Then we're back out here. I really like this environment as well. It's a very serene and peaceful. It's a very nice environment. Is this the kid we're looking for? Yes, it is. He's wearing Goat's mask. Will we too be a mask salesman? And maybe it's hard to tell, but if you look closely, these kids wearing the boss's masks, they resemble child versions of this happy mask salesman. You can kind of tell they have the same sort of hair and everything. Again, make of that what you will. A lot of metaphors in this part. It's very artsy. This is the only part I'm going to record on a Mac. That's not true. I don't own a Mac. And so, this is the goat dungeon area, and there was a little cut in my recording there. I didn't just mysteriously turn into a Goron. It's because this heart piece is extremely hard to get, so I did like 30 different takes of it and just cut them all out. So you're just gonna get the successful take here. Basically, you want to do this roll just as soon as you get into spike form. Just don't touch the control stick at all. Just hold down A, and you'll bounce off all these chests perfectly. Then once you hit these two things, you need to time it perfectly and turn right really steep, and then turn right shallow, and then turn left, and then once you get over here, let go of the A button. I made that look easy, but that's really hard. That took me something like 20-30 tries. Luckily, you don't have a time limit, and if you fall off, you don't even lose a heart. You just get teleported back to the opener, to the to where you started. So you have as many tries as you want. You have no time limit or anything, but it's really tedious to get this heart piece. So just throwing that out there. Boing. And there's our heart piece. There's 2 pieces to go. Now I need to find my way to the exit, which is somewhere. I'm assuming I'm supposed to go this way. I'm not 100% sure. Where's the exit? Oh, I thought that was a door for a second. That's just a blue wall. Alright, well, I'm gonna jump over this anyway, and you'll see. This place is a bit like it's a bit of a maze. This is probably the hardest of the 4 mini dungeons. The other 3 aren't really that challenging, but this one is a bit of a pain. Okay, there it is. It's right up ahead there. Ooh, I definitely don't have enough of a run up to get there. Don't step on that platform. That's a teleporter that'll bring you back to the opening of the dungeon. So do not touch that unless you want to go back. I don't really know why they bothered putting that there, because if you fall off, you don't even lose a heart. You just get teleported back for free, so those are really pointless, but whatever. And there, we're done playing hide and seek with this guy. Now he wants another 2 masks. So, let's try to avoid giving him our helpful masks, just in case we need them. We'll give him some of the more useless ones first. That's right, folks. We spent 126 parts getting all of these masks, and now we're just gonna give them away. I am a generous guy. So, now it's time to find the Georg kid, I suppose. Wearing the fish mask, which sounds like a really bad fantasy plot. There he is. Didn't take us long to find this one. And hopefully you've recognized the pattern so far. Odalwa kid wanted 1 mask. Goat kid wanted 2. This guy wants 3. That other kid in the background was like, I want to play with them too, but on second thought, I'd just run off camera for no reason. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so here is our Great Bay Temple knockoff. This is probably the worst of the 3. Not because it's hard, just because it's purely luck-based. There's no real way to do it without just, without just memorizing what directions you're supposed to take. Basically, you turn into a Zora, you jump down here, you dive down, and the current will swish you away. And you keep running into forks. Pick left or pick right. Most paths will just lead you to a dead end, which will teleport you back to the opening. And one path will lead you to a piece of heart, and another path will lead you back to the kid wearing the Georg mask. There is no strategy, it's just luck and really bad game design. Oh well. There's our 3rd piece of heart. Just 1 more in the entire game and we will have full health and 100%. Well, almost 100%. We still need to beat the final boss, but other than that, we will have 100%. I hope you're excited. Yeah, by the way, you're not gonna believe this, but this is all like one take. I legit didn't cut in here at all. And I didn't look at a walkthrough either. This is just luck. I actually just picked random directions and I just happened to pick the 2 that were perfect. Which is unbelievable considering how many takes it took me to do the goat dungeon. Anyway, yeah, there we go. He wants another 3 masks, and then we're done this little thing. Let's not give him those 2. The blast mask and the bunny hood are probably the 2 most useful masks in the game. Other than maybe the Great Fairy mask, that's pretty useful too, in some contexts. The damn couple's mask and the cafe mask. It's kind of creepy that we're giving the cafe mask to some bizarre abomination of mankind. It must be weird to have your face turned into a mask like that. It's a strange game. It really is. So, we're almost out of masks, but we have just enough left to talk to the final kid, who is wearing the twin mold mask. It would have been amusing if they would have made this kid into like a Siamese twin or something. That would have been clever. And then he could have worn like 2 masks too. It would have been exactly like the snake. But oh well. It still makes sense this way. It just would have been a little bit of a funny joke to have twins or something. This game, it does seem to be quite obsessed with the number 4 though. 4 areas, 4 temples, 4 bosses. You know, 4 is death. 4 is actually an unlucky number in East Asian cultures, which is, you know, the culture that this game was made in. Because it's a homophone for the word die. I don't know if that's true of Japanese, but it's true in some dialects of Chinese anyway. That the word die and the word for the number 4 and the word for the word die, they sound the same in a lot of Asian languages. Just a little tidbit there. So, this is basically just a retread of part 125. We're just going around kicking the snot out of a whole bunch of mini-bosses. Luckily Jimmy here doesn't take too many hits. Now that we have the Great Fairy Sword, I can once again give him a 1-hit KO. An OH KO, if you prefer. Not exactly the most climactic fight, but whatever. There's another Gossip Stone. The fact that they're there it's probably supposed to be there to tempt you to talk to them, but I think I already gave away my Mask of Truth, so opportunity lost, right? Crap. So yeah, this guy again. The Garrow Master. Hey, at least this game doesn't force you to refight all the bosses like all the new Zelda games seem to do. That always kind of annoyed me. It is kind of fun, and it's better than some things they could do, but in the end, it's basically just, you know, oh look, we programmed this, we want to use it again, aha. Which, it's a bit ironic that I'm saying that, because the entirety of Majora's Mask is kind of built on that concept, but shh. So there we go. For the 3rd time, I believe, we have owned the Garrow Master. He's still a pushover. And we have a truly ridiculous number of fairies. Even with the 1 empty bottle from the Chateau Romani. It's truly unnecessary number of fairies we have, but ah well. No kill like overkill, right? And now, thankfully, those were the only 2 mini-bosses we were expected to refight. Instead of another mini-boss, we get, holy shit, me almost killing myself with a fucking hook shot. Jesus. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without getting hit like we did before. Because this guy takes off, I believe this guy takes off like 4 hearts. And he will hit you through your shield, so you really have to be dexterous to do this. Boy. Whoa. Wow, that was close. Do not use the hook shot, because as I just showed, it is essentially suicide. And there we go. That is yet another iron knuckle down on the floor. Down on his knees. Whatever you want to say. And he didn't hit us. Because we're awesome. And here are the bomb shoes, in case you managed to miss them up until this point in the game. The game forces you to get them. Because there's a crack in the ceiling. Well, not in the ceiling, but in a high portion of the wall, so we do need them. And, ooh, a bomb. Cool. I don't really need that, but whatever. And my aim is off. Wonderful. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it blinked 4 times. And that's not enough. So let's let it blink 3 times this time. There we go. That should do the trick. Yeah, your whole strategy when timing bomb-bombs is basically, bomb chews, rather. I keep calling them bomb-bombs, jeez. Your whole strategy when timing the bomb chews is just to count the amount of times that it blinks red before you drop it. The game never requires you to be more precise than that. The game's pretty lenient with what it considers a hit with an explosion. It has a bigger hitbox than it appears to, if you know what I mean. And there's our piece of heart. Even easier to find than the Adal one. Adal one. You know what I meant. And there we go, all 20 hearts. And yet the door hasn't unlocked. It won't budge. Yeah, there we are. More bomb chew shenanigans. Let's see if I can time this right on my first try. Ooh, not even close. Alright. Let it blink twice. Wow. Okay, that wasn't even in a straight line. That's not even gonna go near it. Aw, oh, damn it. If that was straight, that would have hit it. That totally would have hit it. Okay. Okay, that blinked too much. Clearly. Yeah, that clearly blinked too much. Not even close. Once again. Nobody ever said I was good at this game, right? There we go. Yeah, see what I mean? That explosion barely hit it and it still counted. This game is very lenient with what it counts as a hit when it comes to bombs. I don't really know what the point of putting ice on that is. Just to be annoying, I suppose. And there we go. We've played hide and seek with all 4 of the kids. We just need to give this kid another 4 masks, which is... we just barely have enough masks for this kid. And yeah. Now we're giving him some of our useful masks. The stone mask, the blast mask, the giant's mask. And I really don't want to give this away. But, oh well. We've had a lot of good times in this playthrough, Bunny Hood. I don't think I went a single part without putting the bunny hood on, but oh well. The face under the mask, is that your true face? There's food for thought, right? Nintendo wisdom, I suppose. So, now that we've lost all of our masks, except for the transformation masks, in the next part, we're going to talk to the kid wearing Majora's mask. So I'll see you in part 128.